It's DUELYST. Hey, so if you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't, feel free to do so. I believe the link is in the description down below. But anyways, if you follow me on Twitter, earlier today, I mentioned that there's going to be no video today because I was out of town over the weekend and got back too late and wasn't able to record like I had initially planned. But I was able to get in a few games, and I decided to bring a video just to keep in the habit of getting a video out on Monday and Friday, and just to try to teach myself, and that'll become evident a little bit more here. So I've put together a new Sajj deck. You'll see golems and stuff. I'm just trying to put together a deck as I go and replace, and when I'm building a deck of my own, for whatever reason, if I can't think of the right minions to throw in right away, I just throw in golems because they're just big bodies for a cheap price. And so you'll see golems show up throughout here. I have plans on what I'm going to do with them, but for now, that's what you see. Basically, the reason I wanted to do a replay of this game is to teach myself more about positioning. This deck is, the main win condition is using Blast. And so I'm used to playing Lionar and other factions where the best thing to do is get up in your opponent's face. With this deck, so far, the best thing to do is kind of go towards them, distract them a moment, and then back away while you are able to attack them with your blast minions. And so I kind of wanted to go over my positioning in this and why I thought it was important. And then also by doing that, I am going to hopefully teach myself what I did right and what I did wrong. So here in the opening hand, I actually don't know what I mulliganed. I talked right through it, but I assume I threw away either duplicates or late game cards. Looks like I only have the Staff of Vakir so far. So right here, I'm obviously going to replace, in trying to look for a better 2-drop, I'll probably replace the Amor healer. It's a little bit early for that. Yep, and unfortunately we get a Scion's First Wish, and we already have 2. So fortunately, not the best start here, but we're going to be able to play the Staff of Vakir, and luckily we have a Falcius going into turn 2. And against Lionar, that's pretty good, because their early game minions are some of the best. As you can see, Silver Guard Knight coming out, turn 1. And we're going to be able to take care of that, because we have the +2 attack, +2 more attack, and we're going to mitigate damage to ourselves and a usage of our artifact here. I obviously replaced one of the First Wishes, looking for something a little bit better. Fortunately, we couldn't play one here because we were only on 3 mana. Dang, this thing's going fast. He plays Scorn, which takes away a usage, and he's able to clear our fallacies, which is pretty good for him. Here, man, this thing's going very fast. Maybe I need to turn on real time or something. Anyways, here, I was unable to reach his Scorn. It would have been nice because we have the exact amount of damage to take care of it. But since we can't, this is what I was meaning, is you kind of go in and then you retreat and try to distract at the same time. Here, if I place the Starfire Scarab back up here, he's going on to 4 mana, and so there is the potential to drop a slow and then Holy Immolation, but still that would leave me with 2 health. And other than that, all he could do was use some kind of Dispel, and then it's close enough that I can go in and attack with it. And so that's what I decided to do here. I could have played golems like more in his face, but since it is a deck built around Blast and it's one of my first few games playing with it, I decided to go that route. I figured it was better being able to play this and then march it down and attack, or march it back and attack as I needed to. It was nice being able to move up here because his general could reach me, but Scorn could not. We obviously have the artifact that gives our general blast, and so let's see here. Yeah, he plays the Windblade Adept plus excuse me, plus Afterblaze, which gives him a pretty big scary minion. Holy cow. This thing is going real quick. Okay, so here is one of the first few things that was very difficult for me. Like I mentioned earlier, my typical game plan is to march into my opponent's army and attack unless I'm on the back foot, in which case I start to retreat. But here I decide to like, I can't really move anywhere with my general. I guess I could take a step down, but I decided to leave it up here, far out of his reach. I decided to play the Hailstone Golem in his face. Like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of a distraction. Give him something to target while my blast minion is able to get more towards the back lines and start taking him out from there. So, let's see. I didn't want to move it down. Actually, I think I move it... Let's see here. I think I move it 2 down because he's unable to reach it with this minion, and that's really the only one that I'm worried about. I bumped this up to 7 health, and that forces him... I ended up using it on him, on the Hailstone Golem, instead of the Starfire Scarab, because it puts him at 7 health, which means it's going to take a hit, or 2 hits from any of these, unless he uses his Bloodborne spell. And this will also kill the Blistering Scorn, and if we do happen to draw the Windblade up and attack into it, then that gives us a free chance to just move 1 down and further back and blast across. And so that's, I guess, sorry, I'm trying to explain why I put it up at 7 health, and it was to prevent just these 2 attacking into it, and giving him free reign to use all of his mana efficiently. So we get Grandmaster Noshrak, which is one of the bigger win conditions for this deck. Obviously with Blast, it's very good. The fact that it has Flying and Blast means it allows us to position pretty well. Here our opponent does what you never want to do, which is line up all of your minions against Blast minions. I don't agree with this play. He runs it in and attacks, and maybe he's thinking that he can get to it with his Spelljammer next turn, and that's why I did it, but I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. It just seems like a waste of a Tiger. If anything, just wait until your next turn when you attack it with this, and then know for sure you're going to kill it. Here, unfortunately, we're going to lose the Spelljammer's effect of drawing us cards, but I think it's better to kill it and then throw a Amara in his face. Nothing out here currently has 5 attack. He can use his Bloodborne spell, but once again, like, he'll attack into it and then also have to kill the Hailstone Golem. We're also going to move... Let's see, I think probably either 1 down or 1 down and 1 back. I want to keep it out of reach of this minion, no matter what. And by moving it 1 down, this means now we can reach the bottom row without... it's taken us a while to march down here, but now we can reach the bottom row. We do get him to attack into a Mara Healer. We're not going to get very much healing off of it, but we're forcing him to use a Holy Immolation on something other than our general. And he's able to clear 2 minions with it, but we're doing what my plan was, and that's to keep him away while we get a backline going, right? We draw the Wildfire Ankh, which is very good. You'll notice that's why I kept my general here. While he was just lining up along the bottom, I was thinking that if I can distract him over here, if I can throw on the Wildfire Ankh, I can just take steps over and start, you know, hitting him from 2 different angles, you know, from horizontal and then from vertical as well. Let's see, we're on 6 mana. Oh, his turn's not done. Here he does have good positioning. He's obviously staggering all of his minions so that Blast can't hit more than one thing. We are on 7 mana, so we're going to retreat. We're going to throw Grandmaster Noshrak. That doesn't seem right. I didn't place it here, I don't think. Yeah, okay. That was kind of weird. We place it back here, and that's because if he steps too forward, then he can drop like a Tiger and Afterblaze or something, and he can hit both, but it's going to force this minion to move up and play things off of it. And other than that, if he marches anything forward, I guess this one he can reach with it, but nothing else really. Here it becomes closer to him, and that's not what I want. Here we play this right, and then we attack in the face because he's so far away, and we're doing double damage. So basically this forces him to, I mean, it really puts him on a clock. This will kill him and hit him. This will kill him and hit him. I don't have Blast yet, but we know I'm going to have Blast, so I can kill him by hitting him. And so that's why I went for General instead of trying to clear some of the minions. I know that it's setting up for lethal next turn unless he's able to somehow wipe all my minions, or or if he's able to heal somehow. We'll see here, he is able to heal. He uses Circle of Life, which is fine because that's 5 of his 8 mana. It's only putting him up to 13, so that's still within lethal range. And then he plays nothing else. He has 4 cards in hand, so I don't know what he was using, but we're obviously going to be able to put on the Wildfire Ankh, hit him for 8 damage. I could have moved him the Grandmaster Nosh Rock anywhere and killed him, but I don't know. I wanted to see him fly across the board, right? So there you go. That was kind of a reminder to myself as to why I positioned the way I did, and it's kind of like a teaser, I guess. My next video is going to be about this deck. It'll definitely be changed, but it's a teaser as to the deck you can look forward to. I think the Sajj deck that's out on the ladder right now is like a combo artifact deck, and this is going in that direction, but not completely there. I'm trying to fill it with minions and decent threats as well. Anyways, thank you for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed. There's a video coming out. If you think that there are suggestions to make this deck better, please leave them in the comments down below. If I made a mistake or you think there was a better move I could have made, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.